Number one, we're going to start with something really simple. How's it going? How's it going? How is a contracted form for how is. How's? How's? And then it going. When we're speaking quickly, we say going. How's it going? How's it going? I want you at home, in your office, wherever you are, to repeat after me. How's it going? How's it going? Going? How's it going? Am I going somewhere? Am I traveling? Nope. Definition. This is an informal way to say, how are you? You can say, how are you? Well, that's good. If you want to be casual, informal, how's it going? How's it going? Hey, how's it going? Not bad, just busy with work. You? Same here, just trying to get through the week. Morning, Sarah, how's it going? Pretty good. Just wrapping up this report. Just wrapping up this report. And you? Wrap up. I've highlighted this one. Wrap up is a phrasal verb. This means to finish working on a task, to end something, usually related to work. Let's start wrapping up this meeting. Any last questions? We need to finish. Let's wrap it up. I just need a couple of minutes to wrap up this email. This means I just need a couple of minutes to finish this email. Same old, same old. Yep, we say it 2 times. Same old, same old. Definition. This means nothing is different. Nothing is new. If someone asks you, how are you? How's it going? Same old, same old. It's a really fun one. Hey Ryan, how's your day been so far? How has your day been so far? Nah, same old, same old. Emails, meetings, phone calls, repeat. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you in this context doesn't mean I can hear you. This means I understand. I can sympathize. I hear you. What did you do over the weekend? You know, same old, same old. Same old, same old. I did a bit of housework and spent time with the kids. Nothing special, nothing new, nothing much. Nothing much. This looks strange, right? Nothing and much? This means not very much, very little. And this is in terms of activities, plans, learning, something like that. We often give nothing much as an answer to general what questions. First one, what did you do over the weekend? Nothing much. Not much. It's very simple, right? Nothing much, not much. And this is common because usually day to day, we're not doing a lot of new exciting things. A lot of times things are same old, same old. Second question, another general what question. What did you learn in school today? Nothing much, not much. Third example. What have you been doing all morning? Nothing much, not much. And the last one, very informal. What's up? Nothing much, not much. Sounds good. This means I like your idea, your plan, or your suggestion. I agree. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's leave at 7 tomorrow so we beat rush hour. Sounds good. To me is optional. You can say, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Beat, we want to beat rush hour. I've highlighted this one. Okay. If you beat traffic or you beat rush hour, this means you avoid it. You don't want to get stuck in traffic. We'll beat rush hour if we leave now. And when we say traffic, there's a lot of traffic. We want to beat the traffic. What we mean is this here. Lots of cars, trucks, lots of congestion. I personally use this one all the time. No worries. No worries. No worries. Definition. This is an informal way to say, not a problem. Don't worry. No worries. Sorry I'm late. Traffic was terrible. No worries. I just got here myself. I just got here myself. I just got here myself means I also just got here. I just got here myself. I also just got here. Thank you so much for driving me to work today. No worries. By the way, this is a very convenient phrase. It is used to quickly introduce a new topic. By the way. So I made a little diagram here. We have one topic, you're talking about something, you're talking about something. By the way, and then it introduces a new topic. So it's a very convenient way to change what you want to talk about. Hey, I'll see you at the party tonight. Yep. By the way, do you need a ride? You can see it's a very natural way to kind of change the topic, introduce something new. Do you need a ride? Do you need a ride? Means, do you need me to drive you? Can I give you a ride? Do you need a ride? Means, can I drive you? Oh yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. I sent you the updated report this morning. Thanks. By the way, what time is the team meeting tomorrow? Friday at 10. Grammatically, this phrase is often followed by a question. By the way, what time do you start tomorrow? By the way, do you know ... By the way, would you like to ... I'm sure. But definition, used when you think you have the right information, but you want to confirm. I'm sure, but, you're not 100% sure. First example, I'm sure you've told me already, but when is your birthday? I can't remember if you told me. Second example, I'm sure we went over this, but what time do you need me to be there tomorrow? Went over. Go over is a phrasal verb. This means to review and discuss something. Let's go over these notes. Let's review and discuss. Let's go over the plan. Let's review and discuss. I'm sure I saved your number, but I can't seem to find it. Can you send it again? I'm sure you have other plans, but would you like to grab coffee later? Grab. To grab coffee. The verb itself, grab, means this. If I have a pen here, I grab the pen. You can grab someone's arm. In this case, grab means to get or to buy. We can grab coffee. This means you buy it, maybe you take it somewhere, you get coffee. We can grab lunch. Would you like to grab dinner? I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on that. This is used to say, I don't have an answer now. I'll give you my answer later. I'll get back to you on that. I'll tell you my answer later. A, can you help me move next weekend? I might have some plans, but I'll get back to you on that. I don't have an answer now, but I'll tell you later. Move. This word is very specific. Of course, move means move, like I am moving now. But when we say move, here we mean move into a new house or apartment. If someone asks you, can you help me move next weekend? Everybody knows they are talking about moving into a new place. A, when exactly are you leaving for your trip? I haven't finalized the dates yet. I'll get back to you on that. I'll tell you later. What are your thoughts on this? Or I could just say, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? This one here is usually used in more serious or formal conversations. This means, what's your opinion? Tell me what you think. So it would be a little bit unnatural to use it like this. I'd like to try that new Italian place. What are your thoughts on this? You know, number 9 here's a little bit more serious. Place. I'd like to try that new Italian place. This is an informal way to say restaurant. There's a new Chinese place opening up. You know, a restaurant. Some people want to change the project direction. What are your thoughts on this? I'm seriously considering leaving my job even though I've been there for over 10 years. What are your thoughts on this? You can see it's a little bit more serious. I should get going. I should get going. Definition. This is a polite way to say, I need to go. I have other things I need to do. Thanks for the coffee, Anne, but I should get going. I need to go. I should get going. It's already 9. I might be late. If you want today's notes, you can become a member. Join my channel and become an English nerd, and you can get access to all of my live lesson notes with the members only password. You can download them, you can print them, however you like to study while you're at it. While you're at it. Definition. Do this at the same time because it will be more efficient or convenient. I have an image here. This line is the original task. This is what you're doing. Here's an added task. Imagine someone giving you an extra task to do at the same time. To do while you're at it. Okay, let's do some examples. A, I'm cleaning the kitchen right now. While you're at it, could you please wipe down the dining table too? Sure, no problem. And this phrasal verb here, wipe down, it means to clean while wiping with a sponge or cloth, just like this picture here. So, in this conversation, while you're at it, your original task is cleaning, but I'm just gonna give you a little, can you do this at the same time, please? I'm updating my phone. Nice. Can you update mine as well while you're at it? Yeah, hand it over. Hand it over. Another phrasal verb. Hand it over means give it to me. Like, give me your phone. Hand it over. An oldie but goodie. We can say A, that's optional. An oldie but a goodie. Definition, old, like oldie, but still good, like goodie. Useful or enjoyable. We're often speaking about movies or songs. It's an old movie, but it's still good. It's an old song, but it's still good. We watched Back to the Future last night. It's an oldie, but a goodie. It's still a good movie. I love it. I mean, it was made in 1985. I personally don't think that's so old, but I think a lot of you do think 1985 is a pretty long time ago. Do you still play Monopoly when friends come over? Yes, it's an oldie but goodie. I'm not really into board games, but I think Monopoly is okay. So here, I'm not really into board games. If you are into something, it means you like something or are interested. Let it slide. Let it slide. I put together a little image for you. This red thing is a slide. In a playground, children go down a slide. So it can be a noun, a slide, or also a verb. Children slide down slides. And imagine this blue ball is the problem. So if you let something slide, you ignore and forget about something that made you a little angry. It's kind of like, whew, don't care, let it slide like a slide down your back. Kind of like this problem here. He didn't say thank you, but okay, I let it slide. I was angry, but I'm going to ignore and forget this. I'm going to let it slide. I know Heather lied to me. Sometimes it's best just to let things slide. Don't worry about it. You hardly ever see her. Hardly ever means not often. Not often. But it can also mean definition number two, you stop doing something because you don't care or don't have the energy. It's like all your energy just went down the slide. Ugh. How have your English lessons been going lately? To be honest, I've been letting it slide. I haven't been motivated to study. I just kind of let it go down the slide. Cut it close. To finish or do something at the very last minute. You almost miss a deadline or event. For example, deadline Tuesday, 2 o'clock. This is the deadline. But you submit your assignment on Tuesday at 1:58. Ooh, 2 o'clock is deadline. You submit at 1:58. That's cutting it close. You almost missed the deadline. Assignment. Assignment. Assignment means homework or work, a task given to you. A, did you submit your assignment? Yes, with 2 minutes to spare. That's cutting it close. 2 minutes to spare means 2 minutes extra. And when we cut things close, we have this emotion. We are relieved. We cut it close. I think our coffee shop should have a Black Friday sale. What do you think? Don't you think we'll be cutting it close? Black Friday is just 2 days away. Maybe we can start planning for next year. Call it a day. Call it a day. This means to stop working because it's the end of the day or you are tired. I'm done. Let's call it a day. It's getting late. I think I'll call it a day and head home. Head means go. I'll head home. Let's head to the park. Where are you heading? Where are you going? We've been cleaning for hours. Let's call it a day. Let's stop working. Let's stop cleaning. Let's call it a day. We've been staring at these reports all day. Yeah, I think we've done plenty. Want to call it a day? Sounds good. Let's finish up tomorrow. Let alone. Let alone. This is an odd one. Let's start with an example. A. Let's ask Mabel if she can help us carry these boxes downstairs. Mabel? Mabel is 85. She can barely walk, let alone carry boxes. Let alone. This is my explanation. How can this happen? Carrying boxes? How can carrying boxes happen when something easier cannot happen? Walking. So if Mabel can't walk, how can she carry boxes? We use let alone to emphasize that something cannot happen by comparing it to something easier that cannot happen. How can the difficult thing happen when the easy thing also cannot happen? A. Can your husband cook? Cook? He doesn't even know where the kitchen is, let alone cook. How can this happen? How can he cook when he doesn't even know where the kitchen is? You need to take a vacation, Jess. I would love to get away. I would love to get away for a few weeks. But I don't have enough money for groceries, let alone a vacation. We barely had time to eat, let alone go out for a walk. The weather was so bad that we couldn't leave the house, let alone go on a hike. I've never been to another state, let alone another country. Number two, so to speak. And when we're speaking quickly, it sounds like we're saying, so to speak. He's the heart of the team, so to speak, because everyone depends on him. What does this mean? What does so to speak mean? I don't literally mean he is the heart of the team. I mean he is the most important part of the team. So clearly, I don't mean he is literally the heart of the team. That would be gross. What I mean is he's the most important part. We use so to speak when our description is not literal. And literal means exact, the reality. And we want to clarify this. Or maybe our description isn't very good. Heather loves her business and often works weeks without a break. Her business is her baby, so to speak. I don't literally mean her business is her baby. Heather just loves what she does so much. At all. It's a tiny phrase, but an important one. I don't understand this grammar at all. We always use this phrase with a negative statement. Don't. Negative statement. At all is 100% no. No. I don't understand this grammar even 1%. It's a way to exaggerate. Caleb doesn't like me at all. He even ignores me when I say good morning. He dislikes me 100%. Or I could say he doesn't like me. Not even 1%. He has no patience at all. I can't eat anything with gluten in it at all. By all means. This is a nice polite one. By all means. Let's start with an example. Can I borrow a couple of Post-its? By all means. By all means means yes, of course, no problem. You can be very polite saying this. And Post-its. What are Post-its? Post-its are these little sticky notes. So we can call these things Post-its or a Post-it note. And I always use Post-its. I have so many Post-its around my office. I love Post-its. We use by all means to politely say, yes, of course. This is used after someone has a request. Would you like anything to drink? Could I just have a cup of water, please? By all means. Wait here and I'll grab one for you. Yes, of course, no problem. For the time being. For the time being. Let's move on to number 5. I heard you moved in with Ellie and Bob. For the time being. They are letting me stay with them until I find a new job. Move in. This is a phrasal verb. It's a great one. When you say move in, everybody knows you're speaking about moving into a new house or apartment. To move your things into your new house or your apartment. For the time being is a long way to say for now. Temporarily, meaning short term. Temporarily. We use for the time being to speak about situations that are temporary, not permanent. The situation will change soon, in the near future. For the time being, we'll postpone the meeting until more people can join. Postpone means move to a later date, next week, next month. The store is closed for the time being due to renovations. You shouldn't worry about your exam for the time being. It's 6 months away. Next one, if anything. If anything is a weird one. Don't think about if, don't think about anything. Think of it as one word. Are you mad? Mad meaning angry. I'm not mad. If anything, I'm just disappointed. What you think is not correct. The opposite or something else is correct. We use if anything to mean what people believe is not correct. The opposite or something else is actually correct. I don't think Darius, let's imagine Darius is the boss, will be angry if we spoke to the client ourselves about the problem. If anything, I think he'll be happy that we took initiative to provide a good service. What you think is not correct. Angry, I don't think so. I think the opposite is correct. He will be happy. To take initiative. This is a really common phrase in a job interview, in business English. This means you find a solution without being asked to do it. You're independent, you find a solution, no one needs to tell you to do it. People want people who take initiative. I hope my explanation didn't confuse you. Not at all. Remember at all from earlier? If anything, it made things much clearer. I'm not feeling sick. If anything, I feel more energetic than before. That might surprise you. Have you lost weight? You're sweet. But if anything, I've gained weight. So the opposite is true. To say the least. To say the least. My mother-in-law and I wore the same costume to the party. It was weird, to say the least. Your mother-in-law is your husband's or wife's mother. That's your mother-in-law. You can have a mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law. It's your relationship through marriage. So that's kind of weird. This is awkward. Awkward. Awkward means weird and uncomfortable. So what does it mean when I say, to say the least? This means I could say something worse, like, it was terrible. I wanted to die. I'd never been so embarrassed in my life. But weird is the least bad thing I could say. We use to say the least when we mean we are not describing something as extreme as it should be described. We are saying, actually, it's worse or better, depending on the situation, than I am describing. So a lot of times you're trying to be polite or you don't want to say what you're really thinking. The mandatory meeting. Mandatory means obligatory. You must attend. The mandatory meeting we were all asked to attend was a waste of time, to say the least. This is a very strong opinion. I could say something worse, but I'm not going to. Michelle's presentation was impressive, to say the least. Her presentation was better than impressive. In this case, it's a compliment. So whatever side you want to be on, positive, negative, to say the least means you're not giving the most extreme version or description. The negotiations were difficult, to say the least, as both sides were unwilling to compromise on several key issues. Theo's behavior during the meeting was unprofessional, to say the least, especially when he interrupted others repeatedly. For what it's worth. And here it is. For what it's worth. For what it's worth. I know you're disappointed with how your open day went. You spent such a long time planning it. For what it's worth, I think you did a great job. An open day. An open day is a day a business or a school allows the public to come in and look around. You can look around. It's an open day. Everyone is welcome. We mean, I'm not sure what I'm going to say will help you, but I want to say it anyway. For what it's worth, you're being kind of careful. Maybe you're giving an opinion, you're trying to help someone, and you're saying, maybe this will help you. We use for what it's worth to give someone a piece of information or your opinion. We are saying, I don't know if this will help you. For what it's worth, I agree with your opinion, even though I didn't say anything in the meeting. I don't know if this will help you, but I want to tell you anyway. I heard you quit your job. For what it's worth, I think you made an excellent decision. Let me give you some advice. For what it's worth. I don't know if this will help you. Look, this is the tie. This is the tie I wore to my very first interview. For what it's worth. Maybe you don't think this is interesting, but I think it's interesting. I'm going to tell you. After all. And I will say this now, after all has more definitions. Today I'm focusing on one definition. Of course I love English. After all, I'm an English teacher. I say this to support my first point. So after all can give your second point, your first point, a little bit more support. We use after all when we want to support the first point you made. You are saying A is true because B. Like, I love English. How can I prove this? How can I support the statement? Well, look, I'm an English teacher. May's probably going to accept the offer. She's been looking for a job for months, after all. So I say this, that she's been looking for a new job, to support my first point. How do I know? Why do I know May's going to accept the offer? Well, because she's been looking for a job for months. You really need to accept Tim's apology. Why? How can I support this? After all, you've known him your whole life. You're like brothers. It was no surprise that our rival won the game. After all, they train 2 days more per week than we do. And your rival is your competitor, like a rival team, something like that. We shouldn't worry about the cost of buying a new car. After all, it's a one-time expense. Number 10, in the long run. In the long run. It can be hard to find the motivation to exercise every day. Yep, but in the long run, it's good for your health. This means for the time being, remember that one from earlier? There are no benefits. You'll only see the benefits over a long period of time. You kind of need to invest your energy and time. We use in the long run to make it clear that you won't see results now. You'll see results in the future. Here's the start. You cannot see the results. 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 Finally, you can see the results. This can be positive or negative. It might seem like saving a couple of dollars here and there doesn't do anything. But in the long run, over a period of time, your savings will really add up. You need to be patient. Add up. This is a good phrasal verb. This means little things eventually accumulate together. $1 there, $2 there. Little by little, you will have a lot. In the long run, your savings will really add up. Not going to the dentist might save you money for now, for the time being, but in the long run, you could pay double for dental treatment. Should I focus on getting a part-time job or should I study full-time? I think studying full-time will benefit you more in the long run. Why are we planting so many trees in the neighborhood? It'll help increase property prices in the long run. So you need time to see results. For that matter. My cat doesn't like me. She doesn't like anyone for that matter. And here we have the cat saying, I don't like anyone. For that matter is kind of a weird one. Again, for that matter means she also doesn't like anyone else. We use for that matter when we mean also. We are speaking about things related to the topic. I feel so tired today. I've been tired all week, for that matter. We're saying I've also been tired all week. Also, or for that matter, what's the difference? Well, both give additional information, but for that matter makes it clear that the second statement is just important as the first. And yes, many times they're interchangeable in meaning, they're just used differently in a sentence. Do you think your son would like to try volleyball? And here I have volleyball. I don't think he'd like volleyball or any other team sport, for that matter. he also wouldn't like other team sports. And for that matter, you can kind of feel it's very conversational because you have your opinion and then you just add, for that matter, you're kind of thinking as you're speaking. I don't like spicy food. Me neither. Or overly salty foods, for that matter. I also don't like salty food. Overly salty food. Too much salt. This coffee is terrible. Yeah, the coffee from the cafeteria is pretty bad. And all the other hot drinks too, for that matter. Just tack it on to the end there. It's like everything else or also is the same. In the first place. I wouldn't have made that mistake if I had been more careful in the first place. This means if I had been more careful in the beginning, at the start, originally. Look at this little line here. The start, I wasn't careful here. Now I regret this. You can see I'm looking back to the past. We use in the first place when we look back to the past at something we did, something that did or didn't happen earlier. My best friend and I got in trouble because we were in the teacher's lounge. And the teacher's lounge is a room for teachers to take a break. They can relax, they can lounge. And B says, what were you doing in the teacher's lounge in the first place? Tell me, I want to know why you were there to begin with. Originally, what was the reason you were there? You're students. I'm not upset that I lost my job because I didn't really enjoy it in the first place. To begin with, at the start, I didn't enjoy it. It's not that big of a deal. I really don't want to help set up this party tonight. Why did you agree to do it in the first place? Why did you do it originally? And to set up is another phrasal verb. To set up means prepare things for an event. Setting up a party means maybe you help bring out the tables, maybe you put out the food, you help with the music. This is setting everything up. I can't stand it. When plus subject, verb. I can't stand, noun or pronoun. Some people might be thinking stand, like you stand up. In this case, I can't stand doesn't have anything to do with standing. This means I strongly dislike. I can't stand something. I really dislike this. I can't stand it when you chew gum in meetings. I really dislike this. It's like saying hate. I hate this. I can't stand celery. This is true. I cannot stand this vegetable. And this is celery. Don't like it. Something gets on my nerves. Ooh, something gets on my nerves. This is an idiom. Definition. This annoys me. This irritates me. It gets on my nerves. Brenda's constant humming really gets on my nerves. Hum. The verb to hum means to sing with your mouth closed. It's like you're doing this. That's humming. So I could say, ooh, her humming gets on my nerves. My sink keeps dripping. The sound is starting to get on my nerves. It's starting to get on my nerves. This one's a nice common one. Common, it's short, it's sweet. I'm fed up with. I'm fed up with. I'm fed up with something. Noun, pronoun, or gerund. I'll give you examples. Definition. I'm exhausted and angry because the same thing keeps happening. I'm fed up. You really want to do this action. Oh, I'm fed up with something. I'm fed up with all of your complaints. You keep complaining. I'm fed up with your complaints. I'm fed up with her. I don't want to work with her anymore. I'm fed up with her. I'm fed up with pretending to be happy at work. I don't like my job. I'm fed up with pretending. I'm sorry to bring this up, but I'm sorry to bring this up. Bring something up is a phrasal verb. It means mention or you start talking about it. I'm sorry to bring this up, but I'm sorry to bring this up, but I don't think the decision was entirely fair. I'm sorry to bring this up, but I'm feeling uncomfortable with how things are going. I don't mean to be difficult, but you can see we introduce something polite. I don't mean to be difficult, but there's always a but. And I don't mean means this isn't my intention. I'm not intending to be mean or difficult. I don't mean to be difficult, but can you please tell me if you're going to be late? You're always late. I don't mean to be difficult, but can you please tell me if you're going to be late? I don't mean to be difficult, but my steak is undercooked. Imagine you're at a restaurant and your meal comes, you don't like it, it's not done the way you want it to be done. You kind of have to apologize a little bit. I don't mean to be difficult, but my steak is undercooked. And pronunciation-wise, steak is pronounced steak, like stay, steak. It's a common mistake for students to say stick. Stick is different. Steak. My steak is undercooked. I was wondering if there's anything that can be done about You don't like something and you want to be really polite. I was wondering if there's anything that can be done about I was wondering if there's anything that can be done about the air conditioning. It's pretty chilly in here. I was wondering if there's anything that can be done about the loud music coming from the neighbor's apartment every night. Is it just me? Or you're kind of saying, am I the only one who feels this way? Is it just me or ... It's a nice way to ask a group of people, especially when you're not happy about something. Is it just me? Or are the buses always late lately? Am I the only one who notices this? Is it just me or did that email sound a bit rude? Am I the only one who thinks this? Is it just me or is the internet really slow today? If you can get the ball rolling. If you can get the ball rolling with a simple, easy conversation, the rest of the conversation becomes easier. This means to start something or make something happen. You kind of have to push the ball, it'll roll down the hill, and things become easier. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling on the project by discussing our main goals. What can I get for you? What can I get for you? This is informal and polite. It means, what do you want to order? So when you go and you're ordering coffee, the person working there can say, hello, what can I get for you? What can I get for you? Black. Small black Americano. Black, when we talk about black coffee, we mean no milk, no cream. White would mean with milk, with cream. So we can have black coffees or white coffees. For me, I prefer white. Is that for here or to go? Is that for here or to go? Look at the prepositions for here or to go. For here means you drink or eat here. To go means you take it away. And look at the bottom here. In British English, it's a little bit different. Is that to have in or take away? So, you might hear either one, but I think it's just a small difference. I don't know if any of you live in the States or if any of you live in England, but it's more common to hear for here or to go in the US. In the UK, it's more common to hear is that to have in or take away, but they're the same thing. Don't worry about it too much. A, what can I get for you? Could I have a small black Americano, please? Is that for here or to go? For here. Is there anything else I can get you? That's all, thank you. A, hey David, can you give me a hand with something? Sure, what do you need? My username isn't working when I try to log in. Keep saying it's invalid. Can you give me a hand? Can you give me a hand? This means, can you help me? Can you help me? Can you give me a hand? Go out and see. This means watch a movie in a movie theater. Of course, I need to add a movie. Go out and see a movie. Because a lot of the time students are taught correctly that we watch movies, we watch videos, we watch movies, but we often use see when we mean go to a movie theater. Like I'm seeing that new that movie tonight. It's clear I'm going to a movie theater. Take it easy. Take it easy. Relax and not worry about plans or things you need to do. Take it easy. Repeat after me. You want to tell someone, have a nice weekend, take it easy. Just relax. Don't think about anything. Don't worry. I'll say it. You repeat. Take it easy. Take it easy. Good. Okay? Comes up. If something comes up, something happens usually unexpectedly. You weren't expecting this. Oh, something's come up. My parents called me. They need my help. Something's come up. We've been invited to someone's house for dinner. So something happens, but you didn't plan for it. It kind of surprises you. So in this conversation, we're going to relax and just see what happens. We'll see what comes up. A, do you have any plans for the weekend? We might go and see a movie, but no, we don't have anything planned. What about you? Same. I think we're just going to take it easy and see what comes up. Which one is more difficult? Take a look at these two different positions. Bending over forward or bending over backward. And this action is to bend. When you bend, you're kind of stretching when you bend. To bend over backward. Look at the verb forms here. Bend, bent, bent. Past participle. And just a mini note, you can see here I wrote backward with no S. No S is more common in American English, American spelling, and with the S is more common in British English. But seriously, don't worry. Sometimes people use them interchangeably. Don't worry about that. I just wanted to show you in case you're wondering what the difference was. What does this mean? Definition. To try very hard. You do more than necessary. It feels like you are bending backward because it's difficult. Sarah bent over backwards to ensure the event was a success. And you can see I've highlighted the verb. Usually after this expression we have to ensure. Sorry, not that word, but we have a verb. Example number 2. They're willing to bend over backward to meet the client's demands and secure the contract. I hope Tim doesn't expect me to bend over backward to help him get a job. I don't think so. When was the last time you bent over backward to do something or to help someone? Take a moment to look at this little scenario. Stop. My fighter is done. In boxing, so this sport is boxing. In boxing, a coach would literally throw a towel into the boxing ring to say that his boxer lost. Stop the fight, it's over. So the actual expression is to throw in the towel. Definition. To admit defeat. To say, okay, I will not win. It's the same as saying, I quit. First example. After months of trying to fix the project, They finally threw in the towel. Sometimes throwing in the towel is necessary. It's not always about something negative. Sometimes it's time to stop. All right? You don't want to keep pushing yourself too much. Max finally threw in the towel when he realized that he was never going to be a professional singer. Don't throw in the towel yet. You've only had one job interview. This isn't going to be your first rejection. First, let's look at the picture. This is called a tennis court. The location where you play tennis is called a tennis court. So you can see this player here has the ball. The ball is on this player's side of the court. It's on his side of the court. He gets to make the decision. He chooses what to do next. Nothing happens until he makes a decision. So remember this picture when you see this expression. The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. Definition. You decide what happens next. You have to make the decision. We need to wait for you. The ball's in your court. We made our offer, and now the ball's in their court to respond or negotiate further. Second example. After explaining my concerns in the meeting, I told them the ball's in their court to take action. I'm just going to wait. Sandra has asked me several times to invest in her business. Well, the ball's in your court. It's your money. I suggest you make it clear to her if your answer is no. In this lesson, we always start with an image. We're going to start here. Which candle will burn faster? This candle or this candle? Well, I think we can see a candle with two ends will burn faster. That's just logical. That brings us to our next expression. To burn the candle at both ends. What does it mean? Well, you do too many things without a break. You work from the early morning to late at night. You will burn faster like a candle with two ends. And we can see this person here. They've definitely been burning the candle at both ends. Bill is burning the candle at both ends, trying to balance his full-time job and night classes. You need to stop burning the candle at both ends, or you'll get really sick. Then you won't be able to do anything at all. Let's start with some pictures. My friend chased me. Chase. Cats like to chase mice. The police chase lasted 30 minutes. So take a look at this. Here chase is a verb. Here chase is a verb. Here chase is a noun. Is chasing someone or being chased exciting? I'd say generally yes. I guess if you're playing or something. Are chase scenes in movies interesting? Yes. 5. Cut to the chase. Come on, cut to the chase. Definition. Tell me the interesting, exciting, or important thing. I'm not interested in the boring, useless information. I know you're busy, so I'll cut to the chase. John can't present today. He has a family emergency. Who can we get to replace him? You can see this person here isn't giving a lot of details, is not telling you what the family emergency is. He's not wasting time. Nope. Cutting to the chase. Please cut to the chase. Am I being fired or not? Stop wasting time. Get to the point. Let's cut to the chase. What exactly do you need from me? You're wasting time. I feel it. Just tell me. Another image. We have two people here. This person here with this hamburger. This person here. Who bit too much food to chew? And this action, that is chewing. Look at the verb forms. Bite, bit, bit. Who bit too much food to chew? I think we can see the second person ate too much of their hamburger in one bite. So it's difficult to chew. Here we go. The expression is to bite off more than you can chew. You are struggling, like this person here. Definition: to accept more responsibilities than you can handle. You are having difficulties doing everything you agreed to do. Whew, you're biting off more than you can chew. I think I bit off more than I can chew when I agreed to host a dinner for 10 of my colleagues. To host, to hold a party or event at your house and prepare everything. So she's going to host a dinner for 10. I think she bit off more than she can chew. It sounds to me like Kim is biting off more than she can chew. Why did she agree to work this Saturday? Weather the storm. You weather the storm. To continue to survive despite a difficult situation, you are fighting. You are fighting. And this is a storm. You know, lots of wind, lots of rain. That's a storm. The company managed to weather the storm during the financial crisis. They survived. They fought. The couple were able to weather the storm after the scandal broke out.